This is Sarah Squires bringing you behind the headlines in today's edition of WYO Today Newsroom. Today I have got a packed crowd here in the studio. We're all here to promote one important event. It's coming up tomorrow. It is another Chamber Business After Hours, but this one's a little bit special in that it's becoming kind of an annual tradition. We've got Cindy Olson Roden. She is the executive director of the Riverton Chamber and Visitor Center. Can you give us kind of the stats here, Cindy? What should we expect tomorrow at the Business After Hours event?
Well, this is an annual event with the sponsors, Teton Therapy and Roden, Koehn and Associates. October is physical therapy month, so Teton likes to hold this spot every October. And then we've brought in some other related businesses and nonprofits, and we had this last year in October. It was probably our biggest attended after-hours event. So we're expecting, a lot of people and a really good turnout. We'll have some good food, some learning about our nonprofits and our businesses, and it's just a really great after hours you don't want to miss.
Absolutely. So, we've got a lot of folks here who are eager to kind of share their experience and what they're doing behind the scenes as part of this event. Of course, it celebrates, we've got business sponsors, we've got business hosts, and we've got nonprofit sponsors too. So I wanted to start with you, Pat. I know that you work with the Riverton Help Center, and that is one of this Business After Hours nonprofit sponsors. So tell us about what you do with that nonprofit, the Riverton Help Center, Pat.
Well, I'm the secretary of the board of directors, and I've been with the Riverton Help Center for about 5 years now, I think, as a volunteer. Mm-hmm. And it's just a really passion of mine to serve people in need. So we have lots of events going on. Sue Rector's here, our board president, and she'll be sharing some of those things. But basically, we do a lot of different things. I just wanted to mention, because this is important, one of our major fundraisers is coming up. It's the Red Kettle Campaign for the Salvation Army, and that's one of our major fundraising events. So we are definitely looking for bell ringers, so we'll be emphasizing that tomorrow night, too. But I'll let Sue tell you more. She's been with the organization since the beginning, so she knows a lot of information.
All right. Welcome, Sue.
Thank you. One of the things that we do best, I think, is help people who are having financial difficulties. And to date, in 2025, we have served 302 individuals, 33 households with rental help, 29,044 at 63 cents, 26 households with utility help, $6,740.83, and 57 individuals who come in for help with our food pantry. So we help folks with food. I've been around a long time. I was one of the co-founders of this organization in 2014. And these kinds of events are very important because people don't know about us, and we need for them to know about us. We've already begun to get calls from people who are going to lose their SNAP benefits.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to see a run on our pantry.
Yeah, definitely a lot of folks out there in need of help. We've got some programs that are kind of stuttering here with our federal lockdown, shutdown, and we're so thankful that we've got organizations like the Riverton Help Center to help us in times of need. Our community members absolutely need that. Now, Maycee, I know you're kind of playing host here with Teton Therapy for this special Business After Hours. It's coming up this Thursday, October 30th from 5 to 7 p.m. at Teton Therapy. Welcome to the studio, Maycee. Tell us a little bit about Teton Therapy and your work there.
So I have been with Teton for about 6.5 years now. So I think every year all of our Business After Hours gets better and better. So I'm really excited about this one. We always have great food and drinks, and it's always fun to mingle with some of our past patients, new people I've never met before, and just give back to our community. But Luke Bennett, he is our quality director at Teton. He just started that job in July of 2024. He's been a PT with us since 2020, but he is the director of quality now and oversees like clinical standards and ensures consistent high-level care between all three of our clinics. So he'll give a little spiel about that during the after hours. And he also made a debut in the Adventures of the West magazine, which is like a free magazine in grocery stores. So it's kind of cool. We have copies of that. And he talks about hunting and things that he's passionate about. So we'll have lots of demonstrations from peds to ultrasound to neuro to dry needling if you guys are not scared of needles. And then we'll also have raffles and snacks and drinks. So it'll be a great time, and it's always fun to do it with these organizations as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's always an opportunity, I think, to get together and network and kind of connect with our neighbors and see what's going on. And of course, this time for our Business After Hours, we are celebrating Physical Therapy Month. I want to turn to Travis here. He's also one of the sponsors of this, what's become kind of an annual event here in the month of October for Teton Therapy as we celebrate this month. Tell us what you guys are, doing behind the scenes here and a little bit about your organization, Travis.
Well, thanks for having me. Yes, I'm with Roden, Koehn and Associates, and we were asked if we would be a co-sponsor with our friends at Teton Therapy, and of course they do a great job. So, yeah, we'll co-host with you guys, and we like to party, so they do a great job. And then just our firm, what we do, we're a CPA firm. We do mainly tax work, but financial statements, compliance, bookkeeping, try to save clients money, time, reduce risk, and just give them peace of mind that that their financial records are being taken care of accurately.
Yeah. Well, that's an important component, I think, of our peace of mind here when we're thinking about our finances, just making sure we've got experts who have our backs. I wanted to turn to Sean. Tell us a little bit about your background, your work with Roden and Koehn.
Well, I've been working there for just roughly 20 years now, I think it is. Kind of behind the scenes working with Jay and Travis all the way through. And we recently bought out Jay this year, and like to see him go tonight. But, we get a partner with Teton Therapy, and everything is great. Last year was wonderful. The people were wonderful. The location is great. And the food was really good, too. So
Yeah.
I'd like to just put that out there. Thank you.
Well, it's definitely a stroke in your favorite, folks. If you want to get out there and enjoy the good food, it's a free event here coming up tomorrow, Thursday, October 30th. We've got Business After Hours. It's hosted by the Riverton Chamber, but we've also got these business sponsors who kind of help make these events happen. And also, we really highlight the work of our area nonprofits through these Business After Hours events. And one of our nonprofit partners, along with the Riverton Help Center, we've got Eagles Hope. Now, Janet, I know you've been with Eagles Hope for a bit here, and you've got some insight into the work that you do there. Can you tell us a little bit about Eagles Hope?
Eagles Hope is a faith-based organization, and we are truly blessed in this community. When we need help, people step up to help us. We are happy that we got some funding to redo some of our buildings, and it has helped us immensely because it's expensive to run an organization, and it was old, and so now our expenses have gone down as a result of some of our remodels. So we're running full. We have a lot of people on a waiting list, but we're grateful to this community and really glad to be part of this event. So thank you.
Yeah. So Eagles Hope is really a homegrown organization here that really relies on the support of the community to help folks address substance abuse issues and provide shelter. So, Devin, I know you've got a really remarkable story, and now you're kind of at the helm of Eagles Hope. Tell us about that.
So I took over the role of executive director just a hair over a year ago. I have been an employee of Eagles Hope for 5 years, a little over 5 years. But prior to that, I was a resident of Eagles Hope. My wife and I and my daughter, we stayed there for the full 2 years that our program is. We have found that the longer someone stays there, the more successful they are. So I guess I'm a shining example of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been really unique. I think I'm in a unique position from where I came from to now leading Eagles Hope. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a remarkable story, I think, to see that, we've got this executive director here who's intimately familiar with some of the challenges that folks face when they are looking for that kind of help. So it's wonderful to highlight the work of Eagles Hope. Shannon, I know that you're also involved with Eagles Hope. Wondering if you can tell us a little bit about the work you do there, and then, I don't know, I think some of us right now are thinking charitable thoughts as we head into this holiday season. And if you've got a wish list, and it's okay if the number one wish is cold hard cash, I think we can get behind that too.
So my name's Shannon. I've worked at Eagles Hope for 5 years, and we always do have a wish list.
Yeah.
So we always need bedding, pillows, hygiene items, probably a lot of what One Stop also needs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, and cold hard cash. We love that.
Yeah, so we know Eagles Hope has been working on remodeling and kind of working on some of the property out there. And so, the more that we can support them through that, I think the more people they can help in our community. And what a noble goal to have. Now, finally, we've got Megan here from St. Margaret's. Welcome to the show, Megan.
Good
Tell us a little bit
morning.
about
Thank you.
what's going on at the school this year.
Yeah. So first of all, just thank you for having me. I'm excited to for the school to be a part of this event. I think this event with these 5 groups is really special. I think there's a lot of family dynamics and ties between some of them. St. Margaret's School has worked with both Eagles Hope and the Riverton Help Center in some of our Service Week projects. So again, I just think this particular Chamber After Hours events, there's some really cool connections and ties going on here that are just really special and a true testament to kind of the soul and the spirit of our community here in Riverton. So I love it. I love to be a part of it. I'm Megan Mosbrucker. I've been at St. Margaret's. This is my 4th year, but the school opened in 1965, so we're a part of a long-standing tradition here at St. Margaret's. We're living in an interesting time, and I think parents want their children to, have a foundation where they're rooted and grounded in values and morals, those things that really matter, so that they can grow and become a certain kind of person and engage with the world in a certain way. And that's what we try to do at St. Margaret's. We're forming future disciples, people who are rooted in those really valuable things. That's what we try to do. That's what we're about.
That that's really important. I think that's so important to families these days, is having some school choice, having especially options here locally at home, for their family to invest in bringing their kids up in that way. So really exciting to hear what's going on at St. Margaret's School. Now, Cindy, I kind of got a whiff of this. I think I keep sort of repeating this, but this year, the Teton Therapy Business After Hours, this is becoming an annual tradition. Can you tell us a little bit about how we've really, over some time here, sort of established Business After Hours as a tradition generally, and how folks can get involved?
Yes, so the Chamber has a monthly after-hours event. We usually do it the 3rd or 4th Thursday of the month. We usually let the sponsors pick what day that is, but it's always on a Thursday, latter half of the month. And so I'm always looking for sponsors. If anyone's listening as a chamber member, if you want to host, it's a great exposure point for your business. It's great to come and have anyone really, and businesses come network, meet some other business owners, managers, and talk about things that, what's working in their business, what's not, and just getting out and seeing people. And this one with the Teton Therapy and Roden and Koehn Associates is a very popular one. We had a great turnout last year, probably a record turnout. Hoping for that again tomorrow night, which is October 30th from 5 to 7 at Teton Therapy. So it's just a really great way to get out, talk to other businesses and other people, and socialize, network.
Yeah. Yeah, we've talked, on the show before about the value of that networking. Sometimes you don't know that there are local resources out there, whether it's a need for your business or your home. Sometimes coming to these events sort of reveals the resources that we have here in our community. And we know when we spend locally, that lifts everyone up here locally. And our local economy, can celebrate the work that happens at these kinds of events. Sometimes when we got the whole crew gathered here in the studio, I like to call it the Cool Kids Club. And Cindy, I think it might be worth a reminder about what that club's all about. Tell us more about chamber membership. This is obviously one of the perks, but there's so many more that goes into it.
Definitely. We welcome any business that wants to be a member. We have different tiers for membership, so it's very affordable, and what you get out of being a member is quite vast. We are a resource center for businesses and nonprofits. We, don't know everything, but we know where to send businesses if they have questions. So really, we are there to help everybody in business, and also a community place. We find people rely on us for a lot of just basic information, because before the internet, the chamber was the place that you called to find out anything. And it's funny because even still today we get those calls, and then we get some kind of crazy calls too, where I think they think we know everything about everything, which is not the case. But
do.
very, very interesting. But no, membership is important. It is affordable. It's a great support for our community. It's not just about advertising. We are a resource, and hopefully we're that resource that managers, owners, don't have a lot of time to look into because they're running their day-to-day business. But we want to provide that extra layer everywhere from legislative events to education, training for businesses, and whatever we can get out there, however we can help. And that's what we do with our events, is to bring that to our members.
Yeah. I think that the thing I appreciate the most about the Riverton Chamber is that you are really looking to the future, and you're helping us do that as a community, as a business community, but just as a community in general. So, we're focused on making sure we keep our local economy strong, and we can do that best together. That's what the value you get from being part of the chamber. There's a lot of perks here. You could be part of this Cool Kids Club too one day if you pick up the phone and give the chamber a call. If you're interested in membership or other business after hours, maybe you've been thinking, I should host one of these events myself. You can give the chamber a call here in Riverton at 856-4801 and find out more. Now, one of the things that I think is so exciting about the work that the chamber does here, both with business after hours and just generally, is having the spotlight on the nonprofits, our partners in the community who, really, help us in so many different ways, whether you're down on your luck, whether you're just, looking to find the best school for your buck here in Fremont County to raise your kids right. There's a lot of nonprofit organizations that are really making the world go round here in Riverton and Fremont County. And so I wanted to kind of touch around the room here. So for folks who are listening, who are thinking, I really would like to find out more. I want to help out. I'm wondering, Megan, can you tell us how people can reach you if they're interested in learning more about what St. Margaret's School has to offer.
Absolutely. So our Facebook page has a lot of kind of public facing information there. For example, this week our soul is our most valuable project of our lives, right? So even Halloween, we make it about our soul and our kids' spirit. So you can see information about that kind of stuff out there. You can call us at 856-5922, email us. But the best thing, I always say, don't listen to me, come see what we're doing. Let the experience speak for itself. So swing by, we'll let you peek into classrooms, we'll take you around. Really, if you just come, like I said, the experience speaks for itself for sure. So come on by.
Absolutely. Now, Devin, I'm going to pick on you next here. I'm sure that we've piqued some interest with our listeners here about the work that Eagles Hope does and the way that we as a community can help out. What's the best way for folks who are interested in getting involved with Eagles Hope, supporting your mission? How can they do that?
So we do have a Facebook page that, I'm on it every first thing in the morning. I always check Facebook. We have a phone number, which is 307-463-2020. We also have a website, eagleshope.org, and that there's a contact on that for us. I do welcome people to just come by in person. I like to give tours of our place, show people what they're supporting. I get excited about our new construction projects. Always happy to have someone stop by.
Absolutely. So I wanted to turn to our friends from the Riverton Help Center. Pat and Sue, I know you guys work every day helping people, but how can we help you? What's the best way if somebody wants to donate or get involved? How can we help out?
Our office manager, who is Carol Chezik, and she is awesome. She's there Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 11 to 2.
Okay.
And she will accept any kind of donations of food. And there are people in the community that regularly bring us food for our pantry. And much of it needs to be for people who are on the street, because we see a lot of homeless people. Let's see, we have a phone number, 463-0779, and a website, rivertonhelpcenter.org, and we're also on Facebook, so anybody can contact us, and anybody can come by. We actually had a little bird in the office yesterday.
Well, that is one way that you can help out here. I know this is a season where there are a lot of folks out there, especially wondering where they might be able to get some food assistance here. And so, Riverton Help Center, they've got a pantry that you can support. And there's also the upcoming Red Kettle campaign. If you're interested in ringing that bell for a good cause, you absolutely can help out in that way as well. I think that I wanted to kind of bring this back a little bit to the reason for the season here. We're celebrating this event that's coming up tomorrow. It's on October 30th at Teton Therapy from 5 to 7 p.m. This is a Riverton Chamber and Visitors Center business after hours networking event. Free food, beverages. You can come on down and check it out. And this time we are celebrating Physical Therapy Month. I wanted to just give our business sponsors here a chance for a quick elevator pitch. I'm going to pick on you, Maycee. I know that we're celebrating Physical Therapy Month, and you've got all kinds of things in store for folks who stop in and check it out, grab a quick bite. But why, give us your elevator pitch. Why should folks stop by and check out this Teton Therapy event tomorrow night?
Well, we want to support and help everyone in our community, but if you're in pain or have an issue going on, you need to help yourself so you can help others too. So come check out our business after hours. You can schedule a free consult. You can just kind of see what our clinic's about and get to meet other people in the community as well.
Yeah. Physical therapy
Is that
that's-
okay?
Yeah. One of those things people from all walks of life need that. And I think a lot of us sort of put it off. But you can find out the services that are available with Teton Therapy if you check them out at this free networking event tomorrow night from 5 to 7 p.m. Here in Riverton at Teton Therapy. Now I've got one more person on my list here to pick on, and that's you, Travis. I'm looking at you, and I'm wondering if you can give us your elevator pitch for why folks should head down to this event tomorrow night from 5 to 7 at Teton Therapy.
Okay. Well, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. There's great food, good drinks, great people to meet. It's nice to maybe reconnect with some chamber members that you haven't seen for a while. I'm going to enjoy being there this year. I missed it last year, and it's becoming a bigger event. We think Teton Therapy does a great job with it, and like I said before, we like to party.
Well, you can be part of that party this week. It's coming up tomorrow night, Thursday, October 30th. It is the Riverton Chamber and Visitors Center Business After Hours networking event. It's at Teton Therapy, where we're going to be celebrating Physical Therapy Month, and you will have the chance to grab a bite, visit with folks, collaborate, and network. And it is absolutely a great time that has become an annual tradition. If everybody in this room, I think, is sitting around the table here in the studio, can attest that this is one you don't want to miss out on. Thank you guys so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.